Hey everybody, good morning. It's Angel Johnson back with another installment of Angelic Parenting, 5 Parenting Life Hacks. Just be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, if you're new, welcome. Please subscribe. If you're one of my angelic beauties, you've been here before, thank you for spending some more time with me. So today we're going to be talking about house rules. So, house rules for some reason have like gone out of style. But I think it's really important to have. I think it's great to try to mesh your household with the child's school as much as possible, or how things are done in the classroom, so that they don't have a hard time transitioning from home to school, from school to home. It makes it a little bit easier on the child if we try and like do things like their teacher does, or like the school does. And anytime you walk into a classroom, they have a chart or something posted with all the school rules, or their classroom rules. And then a lot of times, especially when they get into the upper levels in their education, high school, college, graduate school, whatever, even employment, like in training classes, they usually collaborate with the child, or with the people that they're training in the training classes, to have rules in the training class or rules in the classroom, and they'll ask them to pitch in some ideas of what they think would be good rules for while they're in there. And sometimes I've experienced where like the teacher signs it and all the students sign it. They kind of create like a contract or whatever. But it's great to have those expectations and to have them posted, so that there's no manipulation of it. Oh, I forgot. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, I think it's a good thing to have. It's a great idea. And so we're going to go over 5 hacks for to create house rules and why that might be important. So number one is it sets expectations while the kids are at home. Like I said, they'll be clearly stated and displayed just like when they're at school. Number two, it's good to have house rules, so it sets the expectation for visitors or guests, and they're clearly stated. Number three, type up the house rules, your house rules. You can have, I know in a previous video we talked about like a team name. If you have multiple kids, have like a team name. My team name for when I was growing up was Johnson Family Productions, with me and my brothers. So it could be, house rules for Johnson Family Productions, or, Johnson house rules, or whatever. So I would suggest, type them up on a Word document or whatever, print them out. If you don't have a printer, I know like places like Staples, Office Max. I don't even know if Kinko still exists. Does Kinko still exist? Kinko's will print them out. And usually, for a black and white copy, it's only like 5 cents, 10 cents. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that difficult to get it printed out. And put it in a picture frame. And so you can frame it like in your entry or foyer, when you first walk into your house, decorated and all that other kind of stuff. Put it in a picture frame and frame it so that people, as soon as they walk in the door, they know what the expectations are, and it doesn't have to be a list of 100 things. It can just be 5 things or 10 things, that is important to you and your family. So that's number 3. Number 4, it needs to be for everyone who enters the home, even the homeowner, even the parents. So say, for example, one of your house rules is no profanity, no cussing. Real quick side note, I forgot to say, I'm listening to Lenny Williams, "Cause I Love You" by Lenny Williams. That's one of my songs, classic. Anyway, yeah, so for example, if one of your house rules is no cussing, that needs to be for you too. Even though you're the homeowner, even though you're the parent or whatever, they should be things for everyone in the home who lives there, who owns the house. So if no cussing is one of your house rules, you shouldn't be cussing either. That's called leading by example. You can't say, well, I can cuss, but anyone under 18 can cuss. Like, no. If it's no cussing, then it's no cussing for anyone that enters the home. So if you cuss, if you're the parent and you use a curse word, put some money in a swear jar. Have a deal with your kids where, of course, if the kids curse, then they'll, get some sort of consequence. But the consequence for the parent should be like $1 in a swear jar per curse word. So every time you curse, you have to put $1 in the swear jar. At the end of the week, any money that's in the swear jar, the kids can take it and do whatever they want with it. Just an idea. Now, number 5, and I am going to have a bonus, so stay tuned for number 6. But number 5 is just some examples of house rules. Like I said, you can have no profanity, no running in the house. You have to eat as a family at the dinner table. I know a lot of people have gotten out of that habit, like it's a tradition. And a lot of people don't do it anymore. They eat in front of the TV. Everybody eats in their own room and everyone's separate, but that's an idea if you feel like that's something that would be good for your family to eat as a family at the dinner table, and you can have a certain dinner time, 6:30, it's time for dinner. Everybody get to the table, no loud music is a good one. I love music. As you can see, I'm a music fanatic. But you can have it, not past a certain volume or something like that, and that's good, to not disturb your neighbors, or no noise complaints or anything like that. No screaming. And that again is something for the parents too. A lot of parents, they be trying to do that. Oh, y'all can't scream, but I can scream because I'm mad. Yeah, no screaming for anybody. You can also have something like lights out at 9 p.m. So, for example, Zatara, my daughter, she's 8 years old. So her bedtime is 8:30. But because I have to go to work pretty early in the morning and I have to get up with her to take her to school, I try and go to bed. I try to go to bed pretty early myself. So I can say, lights out for the whole house at 9. So she's already in bed. Her lights are out at 8:30, and then that will be my bedtime at 9. So the whole house should be lights out at 9 or 10 or something like that, depending on your schedule. Another one that some people do is like taking their shoes off out at the door, and they'll have like a little special rug or carpet by the doorway where everyone who enters their home can leave their shoes. They don't want to track mud on the carpet and stuff like that. So these are just some ideas of house rules that you can post and implement into your household. Now, the bonus, number 6, for me, my number one house rule is scriptural. Me and my house will serve the Lord. And that's found in Joshua 24:14. And that, like I said, that's my number one. If you are not a person of God, you ain't coming to my house. Sorry. I'm not asking, everyone who enters my house as soon as they walk in, wait, are you a Christian? No, it's not that. It's just that I know some people, they are on some other stuff, and I respect that, and I respect them, and I don't judge them for it because it's not my place to judge. But you just can't come in my house. We can talk on the porch. I don't know what else to tell you. Because my house is anointed, and I bless my home and all that stuff, and I'm not bringing certain elements or certain energies into my home. That's just the way it is, and I don't make any apologies for it. So that's just me personally. But you can take that and meditate on it and pray on it and see, what God leads you to do as far as your home. But those are just some examples real quick of house rules. It's less than 20 minutes, this video. Yay! I can't believe it. Anyway, think about those. See if there's anything that maybe you can think of, or like I said, collaborate with your kids to implement into your home. And I will see you next Thursday. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and y'all be blessed.